What up though, fellas? Back at it again with another video. Cause we improving every day. You see the title. This is why women don't like you. I would say this is easily in the top 5. Easily at the top 5. I will put it at top 3. But we could easily put it at top 5 of reasons why women don't like you. Reasons why they lose attraction for you, lose interest in you at the snap of a finger. The reason why women lose interest in you so quick is because you compromise after every little pushback. Bring this up a little bit. You compromise at every little pushback she give you. After every little rebuttal she give you, you compromise. You compromising on what your intent is. You compromising on what your plans are. You feel what I'm saying? And we've all been guilty of this. We've all been guilty of it. But the problem is that a lot of us seem not to learn from it. A lot of us seem not to learn from it. We just assume that, something else was the issue. We just assumed that, maybe she just was leading me on. Maybe she was lying to me. Maybe she didn't really think I was attractive. None of that. No. The problem is that we don't learn from it quick enough. We don't learn it until somebody else tells us. Then we still got to realize it within ourselves that we the ones compromising on everything. Then we have an epiphany moment. Now, Chris, what are some examples of what you're saying? What are some examples of compromising on my intent, compromising on my plans? I'll give you an example. And you got to understand, this starts extremely early on. This starts almost after the first sentence you say to her, whether she was choosing and you walked up to her and said something, whether it was a cold approach, however the situation went where you first said something to her, this can present itself as soon as you walk up to her and say something, right? So let's give an example. Say you see a woman in a store. Say whatever the situation was, she was choosing, you cold approached, whatever it was. You walk up. My bad, y'all. I gotta keep my eyes peeled. But you walk up to her. You say, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name?" And she say, "Well, what's your name?" It starts right there. It starts that early on. That's how early on the whole compromising deal can be set. And that's how quick she could lose interest in you. Because you say, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name?" Skitos. And she says, "Well, what's your name?" And then you go, in your head, you going, "Oh, snap. She don't want to give me her name, so she asked me mine." Maybe I'ma just go with the flow. I'ma just break down my whole plan and I'ma just go with the flow. I'ma just let her lead the conversation. And so you say, "Well, my name's Mike. My name's Bill. My name's Craig," whatever your name is. That fast, she says, "Oh, this dude, I knocked this dude off his square just by asking him what his name was in rebuttal." It was that easy. It was that easy for him to fall off his square, to get knocked out of frame. It was that easy to knock him off his path, off what his intent was. You had your eyes set just like this, straight line. You said, "Hey, what's your name?" She said, "What's your name?" You got knocked off. Just that quick, she's saying, if he compromising this fast on something this little, what will happen if there's bigger things at hand? Will he be strong enough and decisive enough and believe in his own plans and his intents enough to make decisions even if I say something petty or I get some kind of rebuttal? You know what I'm saying? That's how early on it happens. And it happens almost at every stage. Cause then what? Let's say you get past that. Say you say, hey, how you doing? What's your name? She tell you her name. Y'all have a quick little conversation, and then it comes time to exchange information. So, I like to give girls my numbers. Maybe you exchange. Maybe you ask for her number. However you want to do it. Y'all come to exchange contact info. Let's say this happens. Let's say I go to give a girl my number. What I like to do is I say, let me unlock your phone. Let me see your phone. Usually what happens is they unlock it and they give it to me because they already know what I'm about to do. But let's say this. Let's say, why you gotta unlock my phone? Why can't we just use your phone? Which happens sometimes, Sometimes they do get some kind of rebuttal, you know what I'm saying? And if I were to compromise on my plans, look a little washed out, darken up for y'all. If I were to compromise on what my plan was, when I say, hey, unlock your phone for me, let me see your phone. And she say, why we gotta use my phone? Why can't we use your phone? And I say, and in my head, I'm like, she don't want me to use her phone. She might get mad at me. She might think I'm trying to offend her. She might get offended at what I said. Let me just pull my phone out real quick and unlock it and do what I'm trying to do. Let me just say, okay, all right, we'll use my phone. Here you go. Put your number in my phone. Here you go. It's that quick. She said, oh, this dude's soft. This dude a burger. His feet are not hard set on the ground. I knocked him over real easy, just with a nudge of the finger. All she did was do this and I fell over. Cause I broke down. And then let's say we get past all that. Let's say we exchange contact information. I hit her up. Whatever you like doing, calling, texting, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You hit each other up, you talking to her, however you talking to her. You bring up meeting up. Hey, yo, let's link up. Let's get to know each other. Let's get to know one another because you want to vet her first. At least that's what I like to do. So I say, let's meet at Starbucks on this street at X o'clock on X date. And then she say, no, why we gotta meet at Starbucks? Let's meet up at a restaurant. Excuse me. Hold on, fellas. My bad, fellas, had to make a phone call. But yeah, let's say I don't want to go to. Why we gotta go to Starbucks? Let's go to a restaurant. Don't no man take me to Starbucks on a first date, which has happened. I've heard these words. I have seen these words on text message. You feel me? And if I were to compromise, I'd be like, okay, never mind. We don't gotta go to Starbucks. We'll go to Applebee's. We'll go to Chili's. We'll go to Red Lobster. We'll go to wherever. First date, dinner date. You know what I'm saying? First date, dinner date. Because she said, why we gotta go to Starbucks? Let's go to a restaurant. Because she wanted to see if I would compromise. And I did. It's that quick. That could change the whole tide. She could have had hella high interest. She could have had hella high interest at first. And then at the blink of an eye, with that one compromise that you thought was real little. You thought it was real little. But then her interest went from here to here. You got put in a whole different bracket. You got put in a whole different slot. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. She put you in a whole different position than what she had intended for you. Because you compromised. You know what I'm saying? Let's even say we meet up. Say we meet up at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Let's say we in line. Let's say we ask for our orders and the cashier says, is that together or separate? And I say separate. And then, depending on the chick, she might just look at you funny. She might not even say nothing. She might, or she might even just make a scene. It depends on the chick. But let's say I say that's separate. Let's say she look at me and say, you not gonna pay for my drink? You asked me here. Y'all already know the deal. If I compromise, I say, you know what? Make it together. I pay for her Starbucks. Y'all get it by now. The fact that y'all compromise at every little nook and cranny, every little rebuttal that she give you, every little tiny pushback, every time she metaphorically does this to you, you falling over. You falling over. You need to stand flat on your ground. You need to stand strong on your ground. You don't budge your intentions. You don't budge your plans. I know my routine every time I'm talking to a woman. Not saying I like say the same things and have pickup lines and all this, but I know what my favorite moves are. I know what my favorite things to do. Excuse me. I know what my favorite things are. I know my move is to give her my number. I know my move is to meet somewhere like a Starbucks or a Big B Coffee, you know, like coffee shop style, because I want to talk to the chick and get to know her first. You know what I'm saying? I know those are the things I want to do. So I can't let her knock me off them plans. I can't let her change my routine up. I can't let her come in and change up the whole game plan. I can't let her do it. And a lot of y'all compromise because y'all think that if y'all don't compromise, she gonna skip out and leave. I would say 8 to 9 times out of 10 she won't. But even if she did, so what? Why do you want to be with some kind of woman who is not gonna go with the flow of your leadership? Why do you want to be with a girl who not gonna go with the flow of your plans? You already got the game plan set out. Why is she trying to say, coach, we should do something else? Coach, let's do something else. Coach, we should go here. We should run this play instead. No, you the coach. You the captain. You steer the ship. You got the game plan set up, not her. You got the game plan set up. Even if it's, you know, say it's a chick that I've, you know, maybe had a few interactions with, you know what I'm saying? Say it's a chick who, I don't know, we frequent the same places, so I've talked to her a couple times. And so I say, instead of meeting up somewhere, I say, meet me at my crib. Is that a car? Yeah, my bad, fellas. Yeah, man. Let's say I say meet up in my crib instead. She say, nah. It's like, well, okay. You know what I do? I don't say, okay, well, you know, we can meet at Starbucks instead. I say, well, you let me know when you want to come through. Have a good one. Leave it at that. If I don't hear from her again, I don't hear from her again. If she texts back, she texts back. Excuse this UPS truck. But yeah, y'all get it, fellas. Y'all gotta stop compromising. Y'all gotta stop letting her knock you down just because she metaphorically is nudging your head. Because 9 times out of 10, she just trying to see where your confidence lies. She just trying to see if you gonna budge. She don't really care for real. It's only been maybe a couple times where a chick actually, you know, didn't want to mess with me because I didn't want to go to a restaurant. I wanted to go to a Starbucks instead. That's only happened a couple times out of many. 9 times out of 10, they don't care for real. They just want to see what you gonna do. They want to see how easily they can get over on you. How easy they can get a dinner date out you. How easy they can get you to pay for their coffee drinks. Y'all get the gist. That's the topic for today, man. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace.